Alright, we are on the air. Welcome back, YouTube people. We are William Hill here.
Brandon Harris.
And we are live streaming the ending of Riven. Because it's not finished on our YouTube here. And Brandon said I had to do it right now.
Yep.
As you can see from my my list of save files here, I saved a lot finishing. Especially whenever I made a mistake and had to start the ending over. So, Brandon, welcome back, and I'm glad you're joining me for doing my last few minutes of Riven live streaming here. As you see, we're starting directly with the marble puzzle. And Brandon, I better not hear you like scribbling down notes over there, because if I recall correctly, you're working on this game, right?
Yeah, it's on my phone, which, I mean, I have the PlayStation version. I can always pop that in.
I should, like, watch you live stream this sometime, although it would be redundant now that, you know, now that, you know, we've got a complete playthrough on here. So much, I have my notes here.
Wow, there are an awful lot of places to put marbles.
Yep. And everything matters. Like, the color marble is something that's important, and you have to figure out throughout the course of the game.
See, that goes there.
Yeah. Our viewer from earlier is back. Welcome back, sir. No, this is Riven. This is the game that we were mentioning
that goes there
earlier in the
Okay.
Brandon, you know, unless you do it yourself, this game's not going to be fun for you to finish when you finally finish it.
Bullshit!
Don't you have a strategy guide in that regard?
I do.
Alright, so turn around and turn on the machine here. This was, you know, I'm going to tell you this, and this is really embarrassing. Whenever I was when I was trying to solve this puzzle the first time, I didn't realize there were two parts to the switch. So I probably got it right at some point early on. And then, oh, that's loud. Whew. We did not beat Mario Brothers 3. I'm tired, and then Brandon pressured me into playing Riven and finishing it so he could copy all the answers down. Pressured.
Yeah, see, I'm just going to watch your live stream, all of it, and just learn what to do that way. Yeah. Yeah.
I did something wrong just now. Damn it. My answers are right here. I have all of the solutions in my notebook.
You know, they change.
They don't. This one doesn't. This is one of the puzzles that does not change. So. Alright, what did I put in the wrong spot? Alright, so map room is at 1-2. And that's orange. The jungle symbol is red. And it goes on 4-2, which is exactly where I put it. That one's on 2-4, and it's the boiler room. It's supposed to be violet. Green's temple at 1-1. Prison is blue. Urgh. Well, I know about Kaizen Mario World. That game is not something that you will catch me playing because I'm not that good. I'm trying to look and see what I got wrong here. Oh, wait a minute. I see it. Alright, I know exactly what I got wrong. This one doesn't go there. It goes here. And
Damn it, Brad.
What?
I have to redo my notes.
Well, Brandon, you're just gonna have to. I mean, I'm a little mad that you don't want to solve it yourself. It's the right way to play this game. I don't hear you scribbling anyway. You're not taking notes.
I could be.
Anything, you're probably just gonna you're gonna YouTube it when you're playing Riven. You have YouTube on your computer and Riven open on your phone or whatever you're gonna play it on.
Yep. Go walk over here and go over there.
Okay, it's working this time. Alright, I got it right that time. Alright. So for anybody who's watching, this is the fun of playing Riven in terms of playing it not on the computer, not on a DVD version. I'm playing this on the PlayStation 1 using the PS3, and this game has 5 CDs, and I'm gonna have to make I'm gonna have to make a disc swap at like 3 or 4 times in the next few minutes. And that is every bit as absurd as you can imagine it to be. Alright. So I need to hit this button 3 times to get back out to where I'm going. Alright. 1. Whew. And you see, this is your explanation of how to do a mid-air spring jump is why I can also not play half of the levels that people have made for Super Mario Maker. 2. So Brandon, if you want to know, I also have a chart written in my notes of how many times I have to push the button to get certain doorways open on this rotating room. Brandon?
I'm not sure I could take that many notes.
I knew I'd have to, and frankly it helped because, as dumb as this may sound, this is the first time I ever did all of the, like, I actually found all of the 5 rooms that are 5 exits that are attributed to this rotating room. And it actually got me into the Golden Dome before I even left Disc 1 for the first time, which I thought was pretty awesome, considering I've tried to beat this game for 14 years. Alright, here we go. Brandon, I think this is your first time you're going to see Disc 5, right? Is during the stream?
Maybe.
Although, Gen's, the book, whenever you go into the book inside the dome, it takes you to Disc 3. Oh. This absurd game. Go downstairs when I get in here. Alright, turn left. And forward march. I will say this, I actually do wish I had a PC copy of the DVD version because the resolution on this PS1 port is not great. It's a little muddy looking. I mean, I don't care. I mean, it's really cool having I have one of the only PS1 games with more than 4 discs.
I don't know, when you put the resolution on this into HD, it looks fine.
I mean, it looks fine, but I know there are better versions. I know there's a better looking version of this game, you know?
Hmm.
That's the only way I can really put that. I've seen a better looking game. Better looking version of this game. Even the original CD-ROMs look better than this. And I played that on damn 200 megahertz desktop, gateway desktop. God, I kind of miss my old gateway desktop, you know, after watching stuff like a LGR. Alright. So here goes one of the most hidden pathways on this stupid island if you're not as smart as some people are, because I'm not that smart. It took me forever to find this. And then Brandon will see it in about a minute on the stream. Or no, right about now, because I can see it on the stream. Alright.
Well, know what to do there. Okay.
Why are you taking notes if you have a strategy guide?
Hey man, I don't want to use a guide.
But you're using me as a guide.
It's a visual guide.
Are you at least going to learn to count in Donnie?
What?
Are you at least going to learn to count in Dunny?
I don't know.
You have to learn to count in Dunny or you'll never be able to beat the game.
Well... okay then.
So this input, the thing I'm putting in right now, Brandon, you will not be able to use this combination. Alright, so it's 12. Is that 12? That's 12. 4 and 2. Let me check, make sure I got that right. 12, yeah, 2, 4, 12, 16, 17. And... This 30-year-old man can't beat a game because he never learned to count. I learned to count in English and in Dunny.
Dunny.
Dunny is how it's supposed to be pronounced, but Dunny just sounds less weird. Oh, and you know that weird pegboard puzzle we just did, Brandon? If you open these domes anytime before doing that puzzle, it will not do shit. You'll open the book, and you get a black page.
Black or blank?
Black. Like it's not powered. You have to power the book.
The book requires power?
Yeah, because Gen can't write proper books. He has to have these domes to power the books. By the way, the performance for Gen is amazing. At least I think so, especially for a 90s FMV oriented adventure game. This guy lives in a giant cereal bowl on top of a mountain.
Well, isn't he special?
Yes. No, we're not going to save. We don't need to save. I do have to get up and change discs. Oh, he is on disc 5. I think the ending's on disc 3.
What?
5. Something. Too many bleeding discs. Disc 5. Whoa. Alright, here we go. Disc 5. Alright, so if you lived in a giant cereal bowl, what cereal would be in there? Alright, I get it. I can't get out, I know. Until I push this button. And here comes Gen. I'll turn the volume up a little bit. Actually, probably shouldn't. I don't need to hear anything just yet. I wonder if the solution to the puzzle that There's my pin.
I apologize for the cage.
Captain Crunch. You.
I'm afraid this situation has often required of me a more primitive code of conduct than I might otherwise have
Why
chosen.
doesn't anyone ever try to kill the character?
Who, Gen?
I am Gen.
No, you.
Oh, me? Oh, because it's much easier to do what he's about to do to me.
Have acquired some false information of who I am now. Not that my son would have lied to you about me. No, not Adris. It's just that, well, I'm sure he believes me to still be the depraved father I once was.
This guy's like budget Peter Cushing. It's amazing.
I even
That's
tried
it.
to kill him once.
That's what he keeps reminding me of.
Yes.
Who knows what I would have become? A great father indeed, who tries to murder his own son. Thankfully, he trapped me on age 5, a prison of my own creation. No books, no precious inks, no ages to link to, nothing but my own foolish ambitions. That was 30 years ago. 30 years, 30 lifetimes, what does it matter? No sentence could be too harsh for the man I was. But I have changed. Be sure the deeds of my past can never be completely atoned for. My mission was an honorable one. I'm sorry, this is all a bit awkward. It's been a long time since I've attempted to persuade anyone of my intentions. Most of the people here have already made their minds up about me one way or another. I myself do not trust the words of most men, so I don't expect you to believe me. In the end, though, you may discover
We have a
do have more
pit bull mix in our house. Her name is Georgia. She's currently curled up in the corner of the couch, passed out. Thankfully not snoring. That'd be very loud.
Atris's choice of punishment
So,
has been hard on the people
If
of
he's
Riven.
stuck on
Many
this
have suffered because of it.
age book,
The
whatever,
island has been
how did he
steadily
get
decaying for
the
years.
guy's wife?
But according to my most
Oh, okay, so you've missed a lot.
years that
Catherine has been helping out the rebellion against Gen once people realized that Gen was actually more.
unless the villagers can be relocated soon.
And he's not entirely stuck here. Basically, he started writing books of his own so that he could travel between this age
It's taken me a long time.
and Riven. Hoping that he could write his way off. And when he captured Catherine, it was his goal to get a linking book out of Riven entirely, because Atris trapped him here whenever Atris left with the linking book to Myst.
Well,
They escaped through the Starfisher.
I'm afraid I've had some
The Stargate?
No, the Starfisher, no Stargate.
Catherine and the moiety.
But what's most amazing about this guy's performance to me is that he does not seem like a bad person. Like he's not like just twirling his mustache and
As they call themselves.
Well, hell,
They've been
even
relatively
the
harmless. I mean, the natives here are a
the
fair.
two
the children.
from-
No. The more you put pages in their books, the more evil they got.
It seems.
What is up with his
inevitable under the
family? It's like
circumstances.
everybody's evil but him.
His wife's not evil, and his daughter is not
It's
evil.
intensified
I
considerably.
met her. I met the two kids and I met the father.
Seems she's become
Yeah,
sort of
his daughter is in Myst 4 and 5.
to them.
Huh.
And as far as I can tell, she's come to believe this herself. So I've had no alternative.
But no, his father was corrupt, and he corrupted his children.
I had to separate her from her people.
Well, Gen
So he's
kept her. Gen corrupted Atris's children. I actually don't have favorite dog breeds. We only have the one dog, and she's a mutt.
Consequently, the lives of all the people.
Dog breed.
Therefore, I must ask you to refrain from any attempt to free her. Although I'm sure Atris desires it.
Husky, Lab, and
He must desire
Huskies
it.
are cool.
I don't know what I would take for the third one.
But he is
You like Georgia, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't know what the hell she is.
Nobody knows what the hell she is.
And, I mean, I don't
Which
know.
brings me to the point of all of this. The linking book you brought with you. You're very fortunate to
But
have
I don't
recovered
like her because of her breed.
Well, yeah. So, he just handed Gen a prison book.
Really? He just gives it to him?
Yep. My sister had a beagle at one time. It was a sweet dog. And as you can see, he's suspicious because he's been through this before.
Your audio sounds like you're in a big room.
Well, to be fair, I'm not in a small room.
Perhaps it would be best if you went through first.
You're right. I am going to go in first. Do you know why? Because I know what happens if you don't. And it's bad.
Oh, you have a choice of not doing it?
Yeah.
What do you do? Just sit there and he'll eventually close the book?
Oh no no! If you don't get in the book, he'll kill you.
Oh.
But you see, because he touches the book, he trades places with you.
Oh.
Which is another puzzle spoiler for you, person who's watching me finish the game. Alright. So now I get my next puzzle solution. If you read this journal, it tells you all about Gen a little bit more, and it's fascinating, but I'm not going to do that part. At least you should at least do something when you finally play this game, Brandon. However, I do need to hit this. And that raises the prison gate. Or lowers it, excuse me. By the way, it should be noted that this game can be... You can speedrun this game in like half an hour if you know the answers to the key puzzles. Because you only have to go to the first 3 islands, really. You do not have to go to island number 4. Alright, hold on, I gotta take my headphone off.
Where is my DOG?
One more time, hold on here. I heard the playback. Ding.
I have Myst 5.
Alright. Put my headphones back on. Okay, I can hear you talking now. No, I have not beaten the original Legend of Zelda because I am immensely bad at Legend of Zelda. Brandon is much better at Zelda games than I am, and I don't think he's beaten it.
What, the original Zelda? Never tried.
Really?
Yeah.
I know that when... I mean, I remember when we both got the Game Boy Advance ports of Zelda 1 and 2. I was working on Zelda 1, I got up to the 6th dungeon, and then you were playing Zelda 2, and you didn't make it as far.
That game's fucking hard.
Yes, it is. I'm not going to dispute you there. That's not the one I need. Oh, by the way, these symbols, you need to know what those are as well. But I know what this one is.
See. Why do I get the feeling that Uru is not a normal Myst game?
It's not. I didn't power the... I forgot to power the books. Damn it. Uru was kind of an experiment. It was partially online at one point.
Does this... I'm guessing the online portion doesn't work anymore.
No, it does not. Remember, what was that thing? Game... It was that online game streaming service. Do you remember that thing, whatever it was called?
see, Game Spy, Game Arcade.
Keep trying. It was game something. I have an advertisement for it in my copy of Uru, but I don't remember the name of it. Game Tap.
Okay, yeah, that was Game Tap.
Okay, Game Tap was the exclusive way to play Uru online.
Wow.
Yeah. It doesn't get much more esoteric than having to play things on Game Tap. Is Game Tap even around anymore?
I doubt it.
Alright, there we go. And then we got to go to the prison island.
So I have Myst, Riven, Myst 5.
You don't have Exile?
Is it even out on digital?
I think that's one of the ones that's out on digital. No, actually it's not. That's right.
So 3 and 4 is not, but 5, 1, and 2 are.
Right.
What the hell?
You can blame Ubisoft. They own the rights to this series, sadly. Alright, excuse me, I gotta go change the discs. Disc swap! Again, and again, and again. Sure, I thought I needed this disc. One next. Oh, right.
There are so many versions of Myst. There's Real Myst, Myst Masterpiece Edition, Real Myst Masterpiece Edition. What is the right version to play?
Myst? I mean, the only difference between Myst and Real Myst is one extra age in Real Myst, and the fact that it's got the same control setup and visual design of Exile.
I thought Real Myst was not so much still in that you could actually look around.
Oh yeah, you can. Like I said, it's more like Myst 3 and 4. And then if I recall correctly, it's been a long time, but I think 5 actually had like regular like first-person shooter controls.
Oh god.
Yeah, Myst 5's hard, and not even because of that. It also had this weird tablet thing you had to draw on to do puzzles. Bet you can guess why I've never beaten Myst 5. Which then again, until a few days ago, I'd never beaten Riven, so...
Well, I do not have... The only one I don't own on GOG is Real Myst Masterpiece Edition.
I need to get that one. That's the only one that I don't have in any way, shape, or form. So
it's $18.
Ouch! I also need to get an Abduction.
I was like, I could just play Real Myst.
Let's click.
Or play the Masterpiece Edition and not have the Real Myst, you know, mechanics. That'd be fine. Not like the gameplay changes. I mean, the game changes.
Nah, it doesn't. Oh, but you get the extra age.
It's not required.
There we go. Alright, there's another puzzle down. Although you can't write down the answer for that one, Brandon, because it changes every playthrough.
I didn't even see you do it.
Okay.
The Manhole.
The Manhole?
Is a Cyan Worlds game.
Really? I don't know that one.
It is another puzzle game that they do. It looks very much for children, it looks like.
Here's Catherine.
We have to move quickly.
Brandon.
Gen's people may already know what's happening. Once we're back with the moiety, we'll have time to regroup. Can I see the book? You did it.
No.
What?
We're all free.
She has to see the book.
She can see the book. I trust her.
Shit again. But there's still his followers. I'm not sure what I'll do once I realize he's gone. I'll have to get the villagers to safety as soon as possible. You go back to the Temple Island and reopen the fissure. I know it's risky, but it's the only way to save the waitress. I'll try to make it back there as soon as I can, but don't wait for me. Don't forget, the portal combination's in my journal. Good luck.
Alright. Now I gotta switch discs. I've still got 3 more discs. I have 3 more disc swaps to do.
You and your disc swaps.
Hey, that's how this game rolls. Alright, can I have control back? I'm sure she's linked out by now. I am not ignoring you, sir. We are almost done with the game, though. As for the second quest of Legend of Zelda, I can barely get anywhere in the original version of the game. I don't think I'd be very good at the second version. I've never actually tried it. I know that I could just by because that's the version of the game you can boot up by typing in Zelda as your character name at the title screen. Oh yeah, this is a save file that I picked up on from the previous live stream that I did this game. It's got another 5 videos of this online already. Come on, button. Nope. I can't see. You know, so just click this thing like crazy. Usually just unlocks. By the way, Brandon, here's your tip. The color, the shape of the symbol that it stops on helps you solve the marble puzzle. And we do that. Not that you ever get to visit Prison Island before this.
Well, that's unfair.
No, it's not. It doesn't matter because deductive reasoning is how you solve that one. Just like the, well, supposedly there's another way because I went and looked afterwards. I actually had to kind of like click around in the room that leads to Moiety Age, and until I got the right first stone. That was not fun. $12, 4, 2. All right. We're going to gate back into Gen's Age, and then we're going to go from there back to the temple. So I've got to go back to disc 5, then to disc 1, and then I go to disc 5 for the ending. That's the 3 disc swaps I have ahead of me. This is much easier once you know how to do it, because it took me about 3 hours of making mistakes to finish the game the other day.
Are you taking chances, making mistakes?
What, right? I don't know what song you're singing, and I'm glad.
If I'm not mistaken, that's what the teacher says for Magic School Bus.
Oh my God! You just dropped a Magic School Bus reference on me.
Oh God, that's so old.
I'm getting. I remember when those books were awesome though. Like whenever I was like 7, I got like 3 for Christmas one year. That was back whenever they actually tried to make science like interesting to look at in school books or in like books they made for kids. Man, they tried so much harder back then. I'll be right back. Disc swap.
Hey.
Change places. It's 3. It's 5.
We're both 30. Wow.
We're both 30.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I didn't know if you were keeping up with the chat. Yeah, we're not as young as we used to be. We're not as young as when we first played Riven.
Wow, this is so weird. The things that Netflix actually has,
such as Magic School Bus,
the complete series of Magic School Bus.
Oh, nice. I'm not gonna watch it because I'm 30,
but still, it's just weird stuff that they have.
Oh, that's a great detail I didn't notice. I accidentally opened the book that leads to the prison age, and she ripped the page out. When Catherine came through, she ripped the page out. That is an awesome detail. Wow. See, you know, I can, as good as something like Gone Home is, it doesn't beat Riven. Alright. You know what?
Do you know, I'm still not all that much of a fan of Gone Home.
It is what it is.
I mean, after playing a game like it that actually has gameplays that your stuff changes based on the choices that you make, it's hard to just go to one that's just about walking around and reading things.
I think I did something wrong, Brandon.
Did you mess things up, Brad?
I think I messed things up. Do you know why?
Can you not leave?
Okay, I can leave.
What's with the Tetris pieces?
It tells you which island it's taking you to. Okay, there it is. Alright, I clicked the wrong one. I tried to go to the Jungle Island. That was a mistake. Okay. That's the mistake I made. I feel a lot better now. That was a dumb thing I just did. I really just almost panicked because I thought I'd made a mistake and that she sent me to a different place. Or that she just abandoned me.
What?
Okay, I have to switch to disco now. Okay.
Jesus.
I didn't know that would even be a possible ending, but damn, that would have been bad. 5. There's disc 1. One more disc swap to go. I just made a horrible noise with my microphone. As for playing Legend of Zelda, that will not be tonight. It is already 1 in the morning where I am. And I need to get some sleep tonight, because I have a
1 in the morning.
I know, I used to be able to...
just think, if I stay up late enough, we'll end up having sleep today.
Well, which would be good, because then I don't have to put up with a certain person in my life that I can't stand.
See? There you go, win-win.
But then again, at the same time, I'll get chewed out by my wife, and I don't want to do that. Alright.
Life will go on.
Yes, it will, but at the same time, I also want to enjoy other things about tomorrow. Like food and...
Is Jeremy still coming?
No, Jeremy's not coming. He'll be coming next weekend. As for the Babylon 5 role-playing game that we will be potentially doing, that may have to wait until when I actually have a Sunday off. Did you ever find the book?
Never.
Yeah, it seems like that's the case.
No, I can find the other RPG, but not that one.
The thing that blows my mind is that there is 2 of them. I could not possibly stay up till 4 a.m. anymore because working grocery hurts.
Well, I mean, I could. I just have something to focus on. Like, I would have to boot up a game that's going to keep me engrossed for a while.
Why is it not letting me get in? Oh, I have to bring the elevator down. That's why.
Alright, I have Real Myst installed, and tomorrow I think I will start playing that.
I would love to play Real Myst, but I actually... my DS is sitting in the car because I started a game of Myst the other day. And I've been messing around with it here and there. That is not a convenient game.
For what?
For DS.
Oh,
It's not, because so many of the things you do in it, you have to pause and hit the magnifying glass and then zoom in, and then you can finally see what you're doing a little bit better. Alright, here we go. Turn. Now we have to walk to the telescope. Brandon, do I sometimes sound British?
when you start using British terms.
I don't have a problem with sounding British if I sound British. I don't know that I do, but then I don't listen to myself.
You don't listen to yourself talk?
Okay, let me rephrase that. I don't listen to myself in such a way that I'm like paying attention to my diction.
Your diction?
My diction. That's a word, Brandon. It's a word in a song I like as well, called Friction. It's by Television.
So you're talking about friction with your diction.
That's not the reason that he has friction, Brandon. But he don't like it if you complain about his diction. And the rest is friction. I haven't listened to that album in a while. I should do that tomorrow.
Let's see, the Babylon 5. Babylon 5 is the big pile of crap.
By the way, the most convenient thing this game could possibly do is just, whenever you get to this point, it gives you a direct beeline straight to the ending. It does not make you work anymore. You have succeeded, and all you have to do is solve the telescope puzzle.
Yes, go right to the ending, but first this puzzle.
You can actually, like, really mess up the game if you go straight through the telescope at the beginning. You don't save any of the Dunny, you don't save Catherine, you just get back and Atris is like, what the fuck did I send you for? I've never watched that ending, but apparently that's what happens is Atris gets really mad at you.
Why am I clean up your own mess?
Because he trusts you, and also video games, Brennan.
Doesn't matter. Clean up your own mess.
Brandon, if clean up your own mess was the state of things, then very few video games in the role-playing game genre would ever take place.
See, but there's a difference, though. You know, in most RPGs, you're not asked to do things. You're made to do them because of circumstances. This guy literally calls you up and asks you to go and clean up his mess. Like you're his world, you know, made. It's like there's a bit of clutter over here, and you just go here, solve a bunch of insane puzzles,
learn various unusual languages. So 4, 3, 5,
2,
3. And there we go.
I don't want Babylon 5 novels.
I have one of those.
There's a lot of those.
I know there's a lot of them. Peter David wrote a few of them.
There's comics.
That's not surprising, because Straczynski's a well-known comics writer as well.
Dining on Babylon 5? What?
Dining on Babylon 5? Is that a source book?
Is this a cookbook?
Oh my god, I would love it if there's a Babylon 5 cookbook. If there's a Babylon 5 cookbook...
It is. It's a collection of more than 40 recipes introduced by characters from the television series Babylon 5.
Hold that thought, I gotta change discs. Alright.
I gotta find this. Let's see. Oh my gosh.
Alright, Brandon.
Well, your wife will not be receiving this book from me.
How much is it?
A used copy, cheapest, is $98.
Jesus Christ.
A new copy is 208. I'm like, nope.
Brandon, if you want to see the ending of the game, you should switch to the feed.
No.
You don't want to see the ending?
If I see the ending, I got there on my own while watching your guide.
Great. Well, at least I have it on the YouTube channel for anybody to come and watch. A complete playthrough of Riven, including me floundering around island number 4 for like an entire hour.
There isn't much time.
Hey, there's Atris.
Where's
Hey, buddy.
I don't
You look tired.
How you doing, buddy? Got any more stuff for me to clean up? Wanna send me to a new age? Maybe kill your other children?
His children actually never died.
Rebel age.
He just destroyed
he
the
just
books.
imprisoned. Yeah, he just imprisoned them for all life.
as do I.
Not entirely true, because that's what Myst 4 is about.
What, getting them out?
I don't know if you get them out, but you do go to the ages where they are imprisoned.
Did they try and kill you?
The puzzles are killing me. They don't make any damn sense. Like, at this point I understand the logic of the Riven puzzles. I don't understand the logic of the ones in Myst 4 yet. And they're not even like muscle through them puzzles like Myst 3. Yeah, you guys get to link out in a book. I'd have to jump into the Starfisher. Must be nice. Thanks for dropping that book there, jerk. Oh well.
Why? Is that like... It's like, hey, future things are going to happen.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a cool image to end the game on, by the way.
That can't possibly have any consequences.
What, jumping into the Starfisher?
No, the book cropping.
Oh, no, that's actually how they kept Gen imprisoned on Riven for as long as they did. They took the linking book to Myst,
Endings and beginnings are within.
and they jumped into the Starfisher.
And cleft of stars that act.
And that's how they learned of all the damage that Gen did on
Though I am unable
Myst
to
and
understand how. very
to the
force
Donnie and all that stuff.
brought my
So everything that happened in Myst kind of happened, well, obviously happened before this, and
message home.
was the result of Gen and Atris' sons.
The age of Riven is closed forever. But the people
Have a good night
are free. And now
to our
rest,
friendly viewer.
understanding that in books and ages and life,
Wow, that took me 45 minutes with all the disc swapping. But there you go. That is the end of Riven and a close to my very first complete game live stream on YouTube. I think that's pretty cool, don't you? That I finally played an entire game live.
YouTube
Brandon?
Live.
Yes. I'll close my notebook.
You
Some
can
point I'm
go to... Was it Scrib? Scrib with a D? Right? Yeah. And they have it on digital up there.
What, the cookbook?
No.
Oh no, the role-playing game.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
You can't download it. You have to sign up for that.
That's not helpful. I guess we're actually gonna have to get everybody to the house to play that game. But I got a pretty cool story in mind. We watched an episode of Babylon 5 the other night to help me get some. Oh, Rand Miller was Atris, of course. Rand Miller being one of the producers. Alright, well, we are going to end this live stream, and thank you all for watching. And we will see you next time here on Z-Trigger Podcast.
Later.
No, not podcast, but live stream. We're so used to... Alright, good night, everybody.